Hey everybody, my name is Brother Ernest, and I want to go ahead and talk about this whole Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Um, but I got a story. Of course, you know, uh, me. I'm gonna go ahead and let it all out. But I was in the military. For some of y'all that didn't know, I was in the military from July 1990 to February 12th, 1994. Um, I was in the military, and we visited, and the ship I was on visited Israel twice. And I will say that both times, my my treatment over there in Israel, it was utterly ridiculous. So back in '92, um, we pulled in, and I needed to get my glasses fixed. I saw an optometrist while I was over there, and the optometrist that I saw, I will say, was absolutely terrible. All right. I played football, and I have seen linebackers. Let me put it this way. Lawrence Taylor, and I'm going to date myself. Lawrence Taylor, if you don't know, was one of the greatest middle linebackers in the history of the game. Um, Lawrence Taylor treated opposing teams' quarterbacks better than the way I was treated by the optometrist over in Israel. The guy was short answer. He was crass. He was rude. He was nasty. He was everything. He charged me twice. He charged me double for the eye exam. He double charged me for the glasses, and it was utterly ridiculous. I'll never forget that. I never did wear them glasses. Them glasses were absolutely terrible. Um, I mean, the frames were dope. I ended up taking those glasses, and I ended up taking those glasses, and I what did I do? I remembered I gave them to somebody else, and I told them, y'all can, because somebody else liked the frames, and they was like, oh man, those prescriptions. And I was like, take them. These things look absolutely terrible. We got back to the States. I went ahead and got my own eye exam. Uh, but I got treated horribly over in Israel by the optometrist. Later on that night, or I'm getting ahead of myself. Later on, we walking around the mall, and they tell you not to buddy up. They tell you to walk around with in a group. Don't walk by yourself. So it was me and about three other black guys walking around the mall, and we are hearing these monkey noises being made behind us, and we're like, what the hell? So one story place, and we're just looking around like, what in the world is all that noise coming from? We notice that the kids behind us are making the noises. There's about three of them that are making monkey noises behind us. And so I walk off, and I come off to the side, and I walk behind the kids, and I see them. They're making noises behind us, and they're not far from us. I mean, they're right behind us, making all these noises, and it's really pronounced. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So later on that night, it's getting dark, and we're like, yo, let's go to a bar. Let's just have some drinks, and cool out. So we go to this bar. It wasn't really a bar. It looked more like a hut, is what it looked like. But we go, and I remember the bouncer up there. He was a little bit bigger than me. I wasn't as big as I was than I am now back then. But the bouncer at the door refused to let us in. And we were like, why not? And he goes, it's a private party. And so, a couple people, walk right in. And we were like, well, okay. Well, as the couple people are walking in, we noticed that two of our white counterparts from the ship are in there at the bar drinking, while this private party is going on. We're like, are you serious? And we're like, they're in there from our ship. They're having a good time. And the bouncer looks at us. He goes, no Africans. He goes, Africans are not allowed. He goes, you are not allowed. Are you? I'm like, hold up. I'm like, are you serious? And one of the dudes was like, wait, come on, man. And I'm like, this dude's serious. He's not letting us in because we're black. This is, like I said, this is 1992, and we're being told we can't be allowed into a place because we're black. Are you for real? So, I think it was about a few minutes later, the bouncer, walks in through the door, closes the door behind him, and all of a sudden, everybody is walking out. Well, they load up, all the people that were in the party, I guess, that were inside that club. They load them up inside and put everybody on the bus, and we see the bouncer flipping us off, and we're like, are you serious? Like, what the hell? So the next day I go out, I made a couple phone calls, call my mom, call a couple, friends, family. I'm like, yo, I'm done. So I go back to my ship. So I go back to the ship and we leave. So we return back in 93. A bunch of us brothers get together and we're like, yo, man, we ain't going out in town. Forget that. We're going on the excursions, to go see whatever. And we were like, okay, yeah, cool. So we gathered up, what we could. We tried to, figure out what days we were all going. Long story short, we got treated a whole lot better. Just because we were with the white counterparts. Not because of anything else. Now remember now, when we went out in town, because come to find out, some of the other guys that went out in town in Israel, they got the same treatment in 93 that we received in 92. And we told a couple of them guys, you should have came with us. We got treated a lot better. And that right there pissed me off so bad. And I mean, we really did. It I mean, I have never been treated like that. The only time, the only other place I have been treated like that was here in the United States. I mean, who? Now you can talk to every other white guy out, every other white counterpart. Oh, Israel was great. It was a great party time. Nope, not if you're black. Mm-mm. If you're black, hell no. Nope, it doesn't work that way. And this whole thing of, how the U.S. is, standing up for Israel and everything, it's sickening. It is so sickening. The fact that the United States gave Israel yesterday morning, I heard it was 4.5 billion. Then I heard it was 8 billion that was given to Israel. And it sickens me because the United States swears up and down they don't have money for reparations for black people. You don't have reparations for the indigenous people. You don't have reparations for anybody, for anybody. And it pisses me off that they can go ahead and just hand out checks. Open up and got a blank credit card or a blank checkbook. And they just handing out money left and right. But yet, you want us to go ahead and it's not just the Democrats, it's Republicans too. But the Democrats are the ones that are really steadfast and staunch for what's happening in Israel, because they say absolutely nothing. They're all in unison about it, and it ticks me off that they have the nerve to go ahead and call us and call those who question, Zionist. The minute you question of what's going on in Israel, you don't immediately just fall in line. When I was in the military, that's what you did. You fell in line and you didn't say a word. But they have the nerve to go ahead and question you and call you a Zionist because you question what's going on in Israel. Well, partner, let me tell you something. My personal experience over Israel made me decide of what's going on. because of how I got treated, and how the U.S. continues to treat this whole situation is utterly disgusting, and it's made me furious in the fact that I don't want to vote for you guys. You know, somebody once said, left, right, no matter what, you all vote, you all do the same thing for the same people, the corporatists, and you don't give a damn about nobody else, but you come for our vote. Oh, we'll go ahead and do for you. And then those of you in black faces, you know who I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Jim Clyburn, Joyce Beatty. Yeah, you guys are just black faces in those spaces. You don't do a damn thing for us. The minute they talk about reparations, you go ahead. Master, I know that there's people out there. They be talking about that reparations, but I love you. That's exactly how they act. That's exactly how they act. That's all they are, nothing but black faces. And you want us to go ahead and vote for you? You know, you're doing for us in the community. You ain't done a damn thing for us in the community whatsoever. And we sick and tired of being sick and tired. But you send money over to Israel, and that $8 billion, how much you guys give to AIPAC? What, 20, 30, 40 million every year? Your cops train over there with the military. Don't lie about it. Because what we see from the clippings of the news is pretty much mirrors what goes on over here. It's almost the same thing. The exact same thing. And what those Israelis doing to the Palestinian people, it's the same thing that these colonizers and white people did to the Native Americans. And it's pretty much what they're doing to black people. I ain't got no love lost for anybody or anyone, but I'm telling you something. You people need to stop. Stop voting blues, no matter who. Stop voting, because they the Democrats, and, I love you, Master. I tap dance for you. I sings for you. I be your mouthpiece. And what the hell they doing for you? They sending all that money to Israel and Ukraine and everybody else. Nothing. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. Stop giving in to these milquetoast invertebrates that come and ask for your vote. Stop it. Stop taking that sample ballot. My name is Brother Ernest. You guys stay safe. Peace.